Hi guys, welcome back to Watercast. So for today's video, I will be reviewing this model. So as you can see right here, we have the new Works model, and this is particularly a brand new model, and they've just released their first exclusive edition model at the TMCS, or the Model Car Show Malaysia, in 2026, about last month in June. And they released two models for the event. The first one is this one. It is the R33 JGTC 1995 ZEXEL number 2, which we are going to review on this video right now. And the other one is a Pandem GR Supra, which is pretty much just like any other GR Supra Pandem casting, and it is painted in yellow. So yeah, I think that one I can skip that model because I mean, everybody's already made the GR Supra Pandem. But for this model, as long as I can remember, the other model, the other brand that already made the R33 LM, or the race car, is Tarmac Works, which I will be reviewing later on another video. And the other brand is Kyosho, which they already done it like decades ago, like in their Kyosho Beats collection, which is kind of like outdated now. But fortunately, there are brands that are newer brands that making this model right now. The first one, like I said earlier, is Tarmac Works, and then the second one is this new brand called the Works model. And some say that this model was like the sub brand from X-Car Toys and the Pop Race. And to be honest, if I saw the packaging and I saw the model, I've already opened it, by the way. It feels pretty much like a Pop Race model, like in terms when you feel it on your hand, it really feels like a bit Pop Race-ish. Like the way how the castings was made, it is very Pop Race. But yeah, we'll see. We'll take a look closer at the model later on, but for now I would like to talk about the packaging first. So the packaging itself, I don't really know whether if this packaging is exclusive for the event model only, or will it be like for the regular packaging, we'll be using this hard case box. So the exclusive model, this one right here, it used this very premium, very hard packaging box, just like maybe you could say like BBR64 or a Kaido House, or maybe TOC, the Thrill of Collector Ferraris. So yeah, it is pretty much just like that in terms of the style of the packaging. So we have this hard box right here, and on the front you could see the artwork of the model right there, the R33 JGTC in ZEXEL number 2 livery, and then obviously the model, the brand's name, the Works model, and then the ZEXEL. This is the livery of the car, 164, and on the bottom you could see another artwork, the same one as here, and the name of the model, R33 JGTC 1995 ZEXEL number 2, the TMCS version, because this is the exclusive edition, exclusive event model. The model name, Works 64, the 13 model of this brand. And then on the side you could see the Works model brand right here, and also the TMCS, the Model Car Show 2026. The other one is the brand's name, and then on the top you could see the TMCS, the Model Car Show 2026. So yeah, that is pretty much about it for the packaging. And now let's open the box and let's take a look at the model. So it came in this kind of like blister on the inside, which you could take it out pretty easily. It feels like BBR or like a Kaido House type of thing. And so yeah, let's try to zoom it out. I mean, zoom it in. And yeah, we'll take a look at the details starting from the front. So you could see right here, they have a pretty nicely done decals. And well, let's talk about the headlights first. So the headlights is pretty amazing. It's really detailed, even to the inside of the housing, or on the headlights is pretty detailed with the silver paint, and the black linings pretty detailed. And then the grille itself, it doesn't have any GTR emblem because the race car doesn't have it. And then this the tampo itself is pretty sharp, to be honest. Like the ZEXEL, the Nissan, the hood pin right here, even though it is just a tampo printed, but it's still looking nice. And then we got the NISMO number 2, a bit of duct, air duct right here for the hood, and then the pin washer for the windshield, and then yeah, a few other tampo with the windshield tampo right here, ZEXEL NISMO. But why does it have two different NISMO right here? We got the NISMO version right here, the logo, this version, and then we got the NISMO right here, the older logo. I don't really know if it is the actual race car like that. I don't really know. So yeah, let's move on to the side. So this is the silhouette of the car. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool to see that the car can sit this low for a diecast model, but yet they can still rolls pretty nicely. You can see that it rolls pretty nicely. Let me try to zoom out again to show you how it rolls. So it rolls pretty nicely, like your usual mini GT or pop race, even though this model has a disc brakes. Like you could see that it has disc brakes behind the wheels, but it still rolls pretty well. And then the wheels itself, they also have a pretty decent details with the NISMO printing on the spoke, with the Bridgestone Potenza on the side profile of the tires, and then on the side we got to see another details of the graphics or the livery. We got the NISMO right here, the older NISMO logo, the Bridgestone, and then obviously the main sponsor, ZEXEL number 2. But unfortunately, I'd like to point out here is that the door handle is just a printed one, instead of like making like a texture or a shape on the casting itself. They just do a tampo printed. So this part right here is very smooth. It doesn't have any door handle. It's just tampo printed on the body. And then the side exhaust pipes is also a tampo printed only, because there is no pipings that goes through the side of the model, just like the tarmac works, just like this model right here, which I'm about to review later on another video. So yeah, that is one of the downside of this model. But yeah, anyway, it still looks good on the photo. But if you are really care about small details, then it is slightly bother you, like the door handles and the side exhaust pipes. And then for the rear wheels, it's pretty much the same as the front. Still rolls pretty well. It does have disc brakes, and yeah, it's really good. And then we are going to move on to the back, and the taillights itself is pretty nice. It does have these two different colors for the taillights, and then for the under or the blinker on the underside of the taillights is again tampo printed, just like the other R33 models on other brands. Like they just do this part right here in tampo printed. So I think that is pretty understandable. And then you got to see another sponsors detail, and then a few tampo details for the air intakes on the bumper. And then the wings itself is pretty stiff. It's pretty firm. It doesn't fall off easily. You got the ZEXEL again, the NISMO, and yeah, nothing else. And then for the interior, it looks like it's just a plain black plastic. Oh no, I can see a little bit of color there on the bucket seats. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. Maybe I should open I should unscrew the model later on, but I need to talk about this model first. So again, now this part is kind of like bothers me personally, because when I received this model, when I unbox it from when it's sealed on the packaging, I received this the side mirrors like this way. It already half tear. Like you can see, it almost broke off from the factory. So yeah, that is a bit disappointing. Like I need to be careful right now with the model not to break the side mirrors, because it almost tear apart like there. You can see that it's very, very, very scary. But yeah, oh no, that shouldn't happen, because it could ruin the side mirrors badly. So yeah, I think I'm going to do unscrewing the base. Oh, by the way, I need to show you the base first. So the base itself is pretty simple, doesn't have much details, like just like Hot Wheels, I could say. But you could see the Works embossed logo right here and made in China. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So now I'm going to unscrew the model and we are going to take a look at the interior. Right, so now I've already unscrewed the base and I found something pretty unique about the axles of this model. Like I've actually never seen this before in another brand. So they've kind of like used this type of mechanism on the axle, maybe just to make it work better with the rolling wheels, but still having a disc brakes, because this type of wheels, it's pretty unique. Yeah, that's all I can say. It's pretty unique. I've never seen this in another brand before. Like you could see the back right here, it's pretty unique too. And then we are going to take off the interior, and well, you can see that this is just a plain black plastic. So yeah, I think there is nothing much to show you here on the interior, except for the mechanism of the wheels, which is pretty interesting to me. And so yeah, I think that's about it for this video. So this is the brand new model, the Works model NISMO GTR33, the JGTC 1995 version with the ZEXEL livery. And I think this is a great model. And oh, by the way, I totally forgot this when I made the video. So actually, this model isn't really that accurate. I could say that, if I could say that, because well, this is actually the R33 GTR LM version, which is the Le Mans version, and Works model, they made their version is in the JGTC, or the Japanese Grand Touring Championship. And the car itself, it has a slightly different bodyworks between the Le Mans version and the JGTC version. So the ZEXEL number 2 is actually a JGTC race car, and it has a slightly different bodyworks compared to the LM. So yeah, this model is not technically 100% accurate. It feels like you can say that Works model only used the livery and put it on a GTR LM body instead of like making an actual JGTC body. But yeah, I think other than that, this is a really nice model. If you can put aside the accurateness of this model. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I don't want to rescrew the model itself. It's taking too much time. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.